My name is Sadiq Khan. I am the Mayor of London. So the great thing about MIPIM is the people who are here. So in addition to making speeches, talking to hundreds of people under one roof at the same time, over the course of these few days, you've got more than 20,000 investors, developers, housing providers, policymakers, politicians, and many more people coming together in one place over these 4 or 5 days. It's a great opportunity for myself, for leaders in London, for the entire London team to come here and share with others the opportunities of investing in London. It's an opportunity to meet like-minded people who want to see good growth, want to see inclusive growth, want to see sustainable growth, but also it's a great place to meet people. You can't beat the opportunity to engage and to explain and to listen and to begin partnerships. And actually what's been really refreshing for me is meeting developers who already are in London, who are looking for other opportunities, people who have lived in London or worked in London, now an opportunity to invest in London, but the networking there is just fantastic. So in London, we've got together now, not just myself as the Mayor, the 32 councils, municipal government, the City of London Corporation. We've worked with our local communities and produced a London Investment Manifesto under the umbrella of Opportunity London. And what this does is set out the 20 best possible opportunities to invest in London, working not just with local authorities, but with Network Rail, with development corporations, indeed with the Royal Docklands and many others. And they include the busiest station in the country, Liverpool Street. They include Euston, they include Waterloo, 3 big iconic stations. They also include opportunities to develop in high-speed 2 as it comes down to either Euston or Old Oak Common, the biggest brownfield site in Europe. Also they include the opportunity to develop in the final bit of land that's not been developed after the 2012 successful Olympics and Paralympics. So housing, student accommodation, build to rent, office, life sciences, leisure. But also the big thing for us is not just the fact we've got London government working together, but for the first time in a long time we've got the national government with a pro-growth agenda. So it really is a game changer for London and for those who want to invest in London as well. So my French isn't very good, but I translate MIPIM meaning more investment, please, in my city. We now have low interest rates. We now have got a situation where there's a great deal of optimism in the market in London. A Mayor of London who's not just pro-business, but pro-good growth, inclusive growth, sustainable growth. I'm hoping people see the opportunities in London. I've seen in London in terms of office development, I think we've got 13 quite tall, very good quality developments about to begin construction in London. There are cranes across London finishing projects that have already begun. We've got universities that are now the best in the world. The London Growth Plan, of course, for the next 10 years, we intend to increase year on year our growth productivity by 2% every year, to grow our economy over the course of the next 10 years by more than £100 billion. London will benefit to the tune of £11,000 a year in their earnings, but also it means that people who invest in London will see their investment having good returns. Getting to meet with and talk to developers who are thinking about coming to London, venture capitalists, those who are in the higher education sector, those from other parts of the globe who've never invested in London before are thinking about investing in London. And it's important for us to, in a sensible way, explain to them what our expectations are. It's not a free-for-all. We've got certain expectations if you want to invest in London. There are certain rules of the game. There's a London plan, there's a London growth plan, and we're working on a new plan going forward. So we want people to know what they can get if they come to London. And the big change for people thinking about coming to London now is stability. We've got in London and our country stability, a mayor, local authorities and a prime minister who are on the same page. And that stability provides developers with certainty. And the key thing they want to know is what are the rules of the game, and that's what we're trying to explain. We've got some really good examples of the private sector working closely with the public sector, either City Hall, local authorities, universities, and working to build on that. But we recognise we're the best one in the world, that the state hasn't got all the money to invest in big projects that need investment. We also recognise that the private sector often has got money to invest, hasn't got the expertise to make the most of a potential development. Working together, we can really optimise the wins for the public in terms of homes being created that Londoners need, that are affordable, for example, in terms of skilling up Londoners to get the jobs that are being created. At the same time, there's nothing wrong at all in those in the private sector making a profit. We're keen to make sure, though, not only do people make good return for their money, they could help us design a great, green, smart city that benefits Londoners going forward.